Okay, boys and girls, so here I have the beginning of my stay-beel. I have a nice base here, and then I have this wire that's coming up, and I actually bent it so that it has just a little bit of a piece there to attach things to, or to rest it on. And so now what I'm going to do is show you the pieces that I've used to go across the top. Here's one that I made, and you can see that both of them match in size. They could have been different colors, but I have them being even, which means that when I put it up here and I rest it on top here, just like that, it actually balances because the weight on the left is the same as the weight on the right. So I have this nice effect there of having a stay-beel that's kind of interesting, and it will spin in the wind or if you blow on it or whatever. So that's kind of cool. Now what's kind of interesting is when we get into ones where there's a big piece on one side and a smaller one on the other. This is when we get into wanting to put that on there even Steven right in the middle, but when I let go, it falls off. Now, you guys spend a little time telling me why is it that when I put this on here nice and even Steven, it falls off. Okay, I have a feeling you just figured it out. So what some kids have suggested that we need to do is that we need to have the bigger piece be placed closer to what we would call the fulcrum. That the distance from the little piece would be longer than the distance for the big piece. And I'll show you here with my finger. If I try and balance it on my hand, you can see that it's not an even amount of wire. The wire length on the right is longer than the wire length on the left. And sure enough, if I come here and I try and balance it, I've got it. But do you see now how this side is way longer than on that side? Now something else that Alexander found out is that he found that if he bent the wire in kind of a sad face shape, it was even easier to get it to balance. Here, I'll do it here myself. So I've done it into a kind of a sad face. It's nice how when you do that, it really does make it easier to balance, and sometimes it'll be kind of a look that you like even better. In fact, you may even want to do a little bend like this in your wire, right where it's going to be right there, so that it will rest. I'm holding the camera, so I can't do it right now, but that's kind of a fun thing to do. Let me show you some more.